It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll see Fred Warner.
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both...
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the 49ers getting ready to go on offense, and it's the Pro Bowler Brock Purdy at the helm in his 3rd NFL season now out of Iowa State.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. Now Purdy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You talk about this Seahawk defense. And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
He's got Mason complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, that's one way and a good way to get things going offensively. One play in, and they're already on the move. The defense, they're hoping that's not a sign of things to come as this game unfolds.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Purdy will look to throw again here. He finds his man, complete. It's Mason. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Out of the gun, Purdy. The quick slant caught. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, The other team might think to itself, it's been a short week. We're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he returns this to the 22. The Seahawks set to go on offense here, and it is the Pro Bowler Geno Smith at quarterback, Charles, in his 12th NFL season.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
This is Fant on the short completion. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down. First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing now is Geno. Steps away to his left. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Geno. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. On the counter, it's Walker. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. The numbers for Walker from last week's effort. 13 carries, 58 yards.
Well, obviously, he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From the 50, it's Smith. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it'll be second down. You look at this Niner defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 26. Now it's Smith off the bootleg. He completes this to Walker. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Up the middle, here's Walker. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Geno now to throw. And Walker has it. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The 49ers offense, led by their running back, headed out for the second possession. And he's been a workhorse in the backfield to start the season. He finds himself in the top 5 in rushing at this point of the year. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. Purdy now to throw off the play action.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing here, Purdy.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. On fourth down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Smith. He'll buy some time, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Naturally so. The defense was keyed in on everyone but the back on that play, and it took them an extra second to react when he got the carry. It's still a tough third down to pick up here, but a lot more manageable after an excellent carry on second down.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. Third down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Now, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And his throw here is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Out of the gun, Smith. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match.
and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
They come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. Second and a couple as they've got it as we resume action.
They'll run here with Mason. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line.
7 yards there and a first down. The Niners at 2-3 here to begin the new season. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
2nd and 10. Back to throw, Purdy.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Kittle's got his first catch, and it's also a first down.
Now Mason.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's Purdy.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Purdy looking to throw. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
Well, it's 3rd down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
And they'll take over here following the interception with good field position and a chance to take the lead with a touchdown.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
2 yards, good enough for a first. On the give, here's Charbonnet.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Throwing is Smith. He hits his target, Lockett. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Smith now to throw. Returning right back to Lockett.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Smith. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 10-7. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it's Noah Fant who caps things off with the touchdown.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Niners offense and their running back getting set for this next possession.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Purdy now to throw.
Connects with Kittle underneath.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Again to the big tight end, George Kittle.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And from the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. Now Purdy.
That's Samuel, caught left side.
And Debo going to have a Niners first down as he'll get this down to the 35-yard line. Purdy will look to throw again here. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
Now Moody for the PAT.
And that makes it 14-10. That time a 6-play drive.
And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. And Charles, what a battle this is within the division, because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage.
Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
Walker.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And Walker once more.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Ken Walker, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are once again back in front. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
In motion goes the tight end. Mason. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Purdy.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Look at the spin. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker set to take over once more. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
A shotgun snap for Smith. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here now, a 3rd and 20.
Now they run. It's Mason. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here.
Repeated the last play, finding Walker.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Smith.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And Metcalf going to have the Seahawks first down as he'll get this down to the 36.
Throwing now is Geno. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Throwing again is Smith. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Purdy off the play fake. He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Play action. Now Purdy.
That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. And his kick is good. And that will tie things at 17 all.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The final shot here before break. Smith.
They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports
halftime report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. A number of great games coming up this weekend.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
3rd and 2. They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 3 yards there on the first down pickup.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll try the air now with Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36.
To the right side, this is Walker. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
Now Geno.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now to the ground. Here's Walker.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They run again with Walker.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Tell you what, not every quarterback is going to stay in the pocket. They sense the pressure coming. He took a hit there, still was able to stay in, make the throw, and complete it for a score.
And a lot of times you see a quarterback take a hit like that, and now all he wants to do is protect the football. Just take the sack and not turn it over. But not in this case. Took the big shot and found his guy downfield.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here. and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Throwing here, Purdy. He's got Mason complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
I know I'm an old defender, but I've got to give credit where credit's due. That was smart play calling right there on 3rd and 4. They didn't need to do too much. Just let their guy get out there and sit down in the zone, and they hit him for the completion for the first down.
A dump off for Mason. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. He finds his man complete. It's Mason. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd down and a yard. Purdy looking to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mason. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Shotgun now with Purdy. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mason. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. Purdy now to throw. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the 49ers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Moody good with the extra point, and that will tie us at 24. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
This is Fant on the short completion. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
2nd and 9. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Geno now to throw. And that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
This now a 3rd and 4. Now Purdy. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
Purdy will look to throw again here. The same target, same result. It's Kittle.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Purdy from the gun.
And his throw is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Mason. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot. So what can they do to get closer now on 3rd down? And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10.
Purdy.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So here we go. It's Jake Moody now in a big spot.
This to break our 4th quarter tie. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10
at their own 28-yard line. Throwing now is Geno.
Pass is caught. It's Metcalf going across the field here.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Now a run with Walker.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Play action. It's Smith. He'll find Metcalf. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
A shotgun snap for Smith.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28. Here's Smith.
Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. To throw is Smith. It's caught. Lockett. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Smith now to throw.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Throwing again is Smith.
He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Seahawks have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Well, this has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Niners offense and Brock Purdy getting ready for this next possession.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing here, Purdy.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. $51 yards on the punt there. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Smith. It's complete to Lockett. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Sliding out. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Nick Bosa make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket, because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back, but every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That is incomplete.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Here's Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up second down. Purdy now to throw. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. On third down, it's Mason, and he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Now it's Lockett. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30. Now a play fake, and it's Smith.
He completes this to Walker.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
They'll give it up to the big man Walker. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
On third down, here's Walker.
Pushing his way inside the 40. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
143 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
And going right back to Walker.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing, Purdy.
He's got Mason complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Here's Purdy. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Purdy to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
That's caught by Jennings. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Here's Purdy to throw.
That's caught outright by Jennings.
Oh, and he'll be tackled and covered up inbounds. They get another first, but they're working with no timeouts. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
To the sideline and incomplete. No tougher place to be in a spot like this than Seattle. Here's 3rd down. Purdy with one final shot here.
This for all the marbles. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.